Hi, I'm One Kidney Mike. I donated a kidney in February of 2025, and now I'm climbing all 27 peaks in Montana that are greater than 12,000 feet to prove that kidney donation doesn't hold you back. And today I am at base camp on my first excursion for doing the 27 peaks. Yesterday I knocked out both Silver Run and Whitetail. I have to admit that was a lot more difficult than I was anticipating. When I was planning that, I figured I'd knock those two out because they were relatively easy. So today I'm just going to do Sundance. I am not feeling 100% this morning. I'm getting a little bit later start than I did yesterday, just to kind of work those kinks out. It was a little stiff this morning. The route, actually, you can see right there with the snow on it. I'm not going to go on the snow. The other route on the south side seemed a little complicated with the route finding to find the exact spot the guy was talking about. It may not be once you get over there, but this one seems really simple. So without further ado, let's get moving. I've made a slight change of plans. Okay, major change of plans. As I've been approaching that snowfield, which is on Summit Post what the route actually is, it looked like from farther away that you could just walk on the edge of the snowfield. I don't really want to risk getting up there and then having to come down. Even though I have the stuff for doing snow travel, I've never actually done it. So instead of going up that way, which would be the most direct route, I'm actually going to go to a saddle between Sundance and Bowback. And we'll see how that goes. I may just abort the, trying to summit those today. And if I find a good snowfield that has, varying slopes to where I can start to practice those snow skills, I'm gonna probably do that instead. Well, I got myself into a little bit of a bind because of the original route I was gonna take. Getting over to that saddle right there, I'm gonna have to go down to about the level of that lake and then go back up over there. And to be honest, I really don't feel like doing that. I just passed the snowfield right up here that I think would be good to practice on because it's got some really nice shallow angles, but then it also has some steeper angles too. So it'd probably be better for me just to practice like I I said, this slope is just steep enough that I can force myself to start to slide so I can practice various techniques to stop a fall safely. I'm using the techniques from Mountaineering Freedom of the Hills, and I start with the self-belay here. Then I move on to self-arresting and practice the 4 different positions you can be falling in. I started with head uphill, face down. Here I am practicing arresting with your head uphill on your back. This is head downhill, face down. And finally, head downhill on your back. I'm practicing them all in a row here and continue practicing after I stopped recording. I was having a really fun time with this, which got my spirits up. I started to feel more ambitious, thinking maybe I'll go ahead and try for the summit again after I eat some lunch. I was about to put all my stuff away so then I could head out, and then I was just like, oh, I need to go on steeper snow and like try all this stuff out. So I did. I don't know how well you can see the prints there, but I did several arrests, and then I just kind of slid down this way in a glaze slide, I think is what they call it. So that was pretty fun. Now we'll head over to the saddle between Bowback and Sundance and see what the weather brings. That's where I came from. This is why I had to go down. This is incredible. And then you can see the pass or the saddle right there. The weather here is so unpredictable. It was hailing just a second ago, and now it's sunny. I have a feeling I'm gonna get really hot because I put my rain jacket on. It's weird how there's these depressions, and then like looks like a bulldozer just kind of pushed up all these rocks in the various formations, and I'm assuming that's the power of the snow over time. wanted to practice those snow skills in real climbing. You can see all the steps I kicked in. That is a lot of work. I did slip once and arrest myself, so that was good. Well, I mean, I didn't use the full self-arrest. It was actually the self-belay. Well, I just took a fall. I'm okay, but I am tired. The rock shifted underneath me, and I just evidently didn't have the strength to compensate for it like I have all the other times. And this rock up here is a lot looser than yesterday's. Yesterday wiped me out. Today I'm trying to keep going, but I'm wiped out. I think that's just the bottom line. Just the amount that I'm trying to accomplish in this weekend is too much. So I need to turn back now while I still have the strength to get back before I hurt myself. So this has been a great learning experience. I think today, I got some of those snow skills that I wanted to practice in. I didn't get a peak like I wanted to, but that's just the way it goes. Going down the snow field was a lot easier than going on the rocks. I decided to glacier slide down this. I was a little nervous, but I knew that I could always just do the self-arrest if it went too fast. And if anything, it was, I actually had to think of, about keeping my feet up a little more, so then that way I wouldn't be plowing into the snow on the way down and going too slow. Gonna take the quick way down this one too. I made it back to camp and I am exhausted. This has been a very long trip, which is good because that's what I wanted. Evidently there's still some more training that needs to be done if I'm going to try attempt more than 2 peaks at a time. I am a little disappointed that I didn't make either one of the peaks or even the pass, but my legs are exhausted and I'm exhausted, which is one of the reasons why I fell. Now that I'm back at camp, I'm going to cook my dinner and then I'm going to rest. Even though we didn't make the summit, I got to work on my snow skills, which was pretty awesome. I got to slide down some snow fields, which I really enjoyed. So while I'm disappointed about today, I still think it was worthwhile for sure. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that I was able to kind of show you the amazing beauty of this place. I'll have to say that this makes you feel really small because the mountains are just towering over you, and then there's just these massive boulders that are just kind of strewn around. It's an amazing place. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.